it's like it becomes your family. You eat with them, you sleep with them, you like it's all like, and you all the activities are with them. So it's really, it becomes a family. And even at the beginning, if you don't know anyone, you can still make friends with people because everyone's just gets to know each other, and it's really fun.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading camps and kids programs. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
I went there between 2012 and 2020. I think it was 8 years. I'm not sure, 8 or 9 years. And what makes this camp so special is that all the games we used to play and all the activities were so were made for us to really bond together. So it was really like great friendships. And I went there so young that that's like almost where I made all my first friends and where I learned to like talk to others and make new friends out of nothing, even if they're complete strangers at the beginning of the camp, and then like 2 weeks later they're like your best friends, and then when you leave you're sad. So when you get there, you're like you're scared of being homesick and everything, and then when you leave you're sad to leave your friends. So it's really, I think that's what makes it like really special. The people that are going there and all the bonds you make. I think that's the So I have a couple. I'll go with one that really like, I think it's my number one. Well, it's special because I think I learned a lot from that memory. So back in I think I was maybe 11 or 12. I tripped and I broke my finger in the middle of camp, and then I wanted to go home. So for a day, I really wanted to go home, and I was scared and everything because I was like, oh, I won't be able to do any of the activities and everything. And after a day or two, I was like, okay, no, it's not that bad. I'm still having fun. I'm talking to people and everything. And that year like became my best year ever at camp, and it's the year I had the most fun because I don't know how I did it, but even without the activities and everything, I just talked with people and did what I could, and it was still really really fun. Before that year, I used to see camp as like, okay, so you have the your activities, you have everything, and it's like a schedule. But now I just saw camp as like, oh, we're just having fun as friends, and we're just going along with what the activities were going and everything. And it really changed my way of seeing how the camp works and everything. And that's when I started really having fun, and yeah, that was my best year. In my first year, I think I was eight, maybe 7 or 8 years old. So I was really homesick. Obviously, it was really scary. I had my two big brothers there, so that was helpful. But it was still really tough. But I had the best staff around me. That was like I still talk to them now, and they were the best. I like for the next 8 years they were there, same time as me, and I can like talk to them every year and everything, and they really were the best. And so the year after that, I was really scared of being homesick again. But when my parents left, I said bye. I gave them a hug, and I just ran off and started doing my own thing. So it was way different from my previous year because I was used to it, and it was really different, and I felt at home even at camp. So it was really great. The hardest part about camp and sleeping there is really being homesick. But I think you get used to it, and it's not that big of an issue. I have a couple. I'm really someone that has trouble getting out of their comfort zone. So that was really hard for me in the beginning because we have a lot of canoe trips and everything. But every time I just took the chance, and I went on canoe trips, and it was really really fun. Obviously, really hard for me when we left camp and everything. It was a tough like hour for me, but once we left and I was just with my maybe like between 5 and 10 people, and we were just in the middle of a lake, just canoeing, and it was beautiful and it was so fun. And best memories were made there. Obviously, it's when you really get to connect with people. And even when we were young, I feel like I remember talking about subjects that no one from our age used to like we're talking about, like just big discussions about life and everything. And I remember just having so much fun. And yeah, that was that was a really big difficulty for me at the time. And yeah, I think that's it. The part where I was missing out is not being stressed, not having any like care in the world about anything. I would just like disconnect from the world and not having a phone, not having anything to like know what's going on outside is just so great. And I think at the time, while I was a camper there, I didn't realize how nice that feeling was, and how how like easy it was for like on the mind and everything, and how like it was just so great. And now when I realize what I had, and now I can't have it anymore, it's just I wish I would have like taken the time to like enjoy and just have my head free for once. And yeah. Yeah, it changes everything, honestly. So I used to go at a day camp a lot, and it was fun. It was like it had activities and everything. But I think that the fact that you sleep there, it like it forces you to, because at a day camp you can just like not talk to anyone, and either way, at the end of the day, you're just going home and it's fine. But because you sleep there, you're forced to talk to others, if you don't want to get bored. And so, and with the people that are like at this camp, it's like it's impossible not to make friends. So it's a great community. Everyone like keeps coming back every year. Families, like I have my two big brothers that went there and me. So we've been there as a family for almost 12 or 14 years. I'm not sure which one, but we went there a long time. And like there's a reason behind that. It's just that people keep coming back every year. And I think that if it was a day camp, and you didn't sleep there, it wouldn't be the same thing, obviously, because sleeping there is part of the reason why we can create those kinds of bonds. Yeah. Yeah. So funny story about that. I made back in I think 2018. I made a couple friends in camp and I was there for about 3 weeks that year, and I hung out with them most of the week, and then most of the sorry all month, and then when we came back to Montreal a year later, actually I think a year, 2 years after, we ended up going to the same school. So that was fun. And then when I got to school, I kind of knew they were going there, but it was still really fun to have them there. And I went to a school where I knew like almost nobody, and then they were there, and they were there to like I don't know. We just went as a group, and it was fun to have people I know there, and it was comforting, and obviously it was really nice. And I still talk to them to this day for sure. Yeah, and I met them there. So obviously some people I can't, because a lot of people from this camp come from all around the world. So there's a lot of people from Spain, France. So it's harder to keep in touch, but I have them on Instagram and on social media. So when I can, of course, I want to speak with them, but it's not often I can, unfortunately. I think I learned that I can do more than I think. I had to trust myself. I think I remember one thing. So there's an activity in the morning where we can choose whatever we want to do. And that year I picked orienteering, which is like you have a compass and like a map, and you have to find flags all around camp. And then to get like an achievement, I had to, in I think it was 30 or 40 minutes, I'm not sure, find about 6 or 7 flags. I'm not sure what the numbers were, but let's say it's about that. And then it was raining, and I was super stressed because I worked the whole week just to learn how to read a map. I think I was maybe 12 years old at that time, and we were in teams of two. And then I remember we were running for like an hour, and running around camp trying to get all the flags and complete it. And I really thought, like in the middle, I almost quit and I thought we weren't doing it, but at the end we got it. I think had like a minute left, so it was really close, but we ended up getting it, and it was. I think that was I was really proud of myself that day. I think it was great. It's like crazy because you don't expect to learn things going at a camp, but looking back now, I can see that I learned so much, and I learned to like take care of myself and just be well with myself. Just going there helped me do that, and learn a lot about myself. The main thing I would say to a newcomer would be to really enjoy being there, even if in the beginning it looks hard and you think that you're not going to make friends. There's so many things that you think can go wrong, but it's not. Like people are so inclusive, and there's so many activities, whatever the age. Like there's like different games for different like sections of like people, but like ages and everything. But it's really like there's no stress. Like if you just get there and you just try to have fun and really like live in the present, and you'll see your parents will be waiting for you at the end. It's not a big deal. I know some people are going to miss them. I went through that. It was really hard, but looking back, I wish I would have just like focused on having fun.
For more information about this program, you can visit their profile at OurKids.net.